And away we go. It is the nightcap right here on BearcatJournal.com. As always, brought to you by our good friends at Galactic Fried Chicken. Visit www.galacticfriedchicken.com. Download the app for Android, iPhone, everything Galactic. Get down to Dayton, Kentucky. Tell them to pump it up. Save yourself 15%. Fried chicken, chicken tendies, chicken dunkers, great sides. Have yourself a nice cold beverage and enjoy some Galactic Fried Chicken. Or go to the app. They deliver pretty much anywhere inside the 275 loop. All right, Aaron, let's get this thing going. Cincinnati on the board tonight after the return from Hawaii, 86-60. The Bearcats take down the New Jersey Institute of Technology. And outside of, I thought there was a one little slow segment in the
first half,
one little slow segment in the second half. Other than that, I thought it was a pretty even game from the Bearcats. Offense was good, 86 points. Defense in the first half, not good. I thought it got better for most of the second half, just in terms of, being able to limit their field goal percentage a little bit more and keep them off of the three-point line, which is how I thought they had that little spurt in the first half where they hung around. So what a weird start, too.
Just with no whistles?
Yeah, they went all the way under 11 minutes before the first media timeout. I was like, are they going to get to 8? Like, are we going to have to do 3 media timeouts in one segment here?
They were even joking about it on the broadcast, like, we might go on a whole half without a whistle.
At that point in time, you just throw the ball out of bounds.
Like, they were saying,
sit down.
I think NJIT, they were talking about how the pace had slowed down tremendously
at that
point in time because the guys are gassed. You could see the guys are gassed. And I think NJIT had 5 guys ready to sub in at that point in time, at least 4, if not all 5. And Cincinnati, I think, had 3 or 4 themselves. So, yeah, the guys were tired at that point.
Go ahead.
I was happy, obviously, by the end of the game that you make it a 26-point victory. We wanted to see 30, I think, as a fan base. But 26 is certainly how you're supposed to win this game, if not more.
Yeah, so you had a foul at 19:01 and then 2 turnovers in back-to-back possessions at 18:45. And then there was not another whistle until 10:46 on the clock.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It was a quick night for you guys.
Oh, it was bang bang. Like let's do that all the time. There was an 8-minute segment where they just played basketball for 8 minutes and got us to the halfway point of the first half.
I feel like that's how long some of the games they played during open gym last. Like,
yeah,
the whole game lasts about 8 minutes when they're running open gym. But
it was interesting. But a good night for Dave. Who had 22. He was efficient again, 9 of 15, 4 of 8.
Scored his 1,000th point.
Yeah, in his collegiate career. Landers Nolly with 18, 5 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 4 from 3. And look, I know he shot 8 free throws. He got fouled on a 3 twice. Like, that's 6 of those free throws. You don't get to count that as being aggressive. I know one of the questions in the post-game press conference were like, Landers shot 8 free throws. Well, some context is necessary, is it not?
And one was him definitely leaning into the contact. I don't know.
Well, if you get the guy up in the air and he's coming at you, then yeah, that's what you do. That's what you're taught to do. That's like throwing the bomb on when a defender, the end, jumps off sides.
My point is they could have let it go. They could have, because the guy did try and get out of the way. He wasn't.
But when you lunge at somebody,
I get it.
You take the 3 free throws, but that doesn't get to count as like Landers was playing downhill and attacking the rim and got to the line 4 times.
Sure,
that's all I'm saying on that. It just bothered me a little bit.
But both those guys, good nights. 22 points, 18 points there. You get 40 from those 2. You're certainly on your way to a good night. Davenport's off. I don't think that's any secret right now. He's been off the last couple games. He finishes 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. 3
3
fouls.
rebounds, 2 assists. He did take another charge, which I know they've been very pleased with from him getting in the way, getting his body in the way, and doing that defensively. Look, he's not going to be a great defender. So if he at least can learn to step in and take those charges, that gives you a stop. That gets you the ball back. So
continuing to see good things out of Micah Adams-Woods and Vic, though, as they each had double digits as well, finishing with Mike Adams-Woods finishes with 11 points and Vic finishes with 10 and 10 rebounds, another double-double for the big fella.
Yeah, and shockingly, Wes said he felt like he didn't play all that well. I mean, he was 5 of 9. Yeah, he missed his 2 free throws, but he had 10 rebounds. I didn't. They saw something I didn't in terms of like he was just a little bit off tonight. Well, they said 21 minutes. He was +7.
They said on the broadcast that they heard Wes during a timeout in the second half he was basically begging and pleading for them to get the ball into the post. Yeah, and I think you saw him score immediately after that timeout as well.
That was like the pick and roll where the offense was flat. They rolled him, got him the ball, got a bucket. I talked to Wes about that too, like having that ability when your offense and I wonder how much of that, Aaron. I was thinking about this tonight. I wonder how much of that is they've played a year and a half without it, like or a year and a quarter or whatever, where they haven't had anybody to throw the ball into. So I wonder if that's still like a mental like
block,
not a block, but that's just not in their muscle memory of like throw it inside.
Yeah, a lot of times I feel like Vic's kind of getting the ball in space, moving towards the post, but not already down with established position in the post.
Yeah. So I think that's something they're going to have to continue like drilling into their heads. Hey, we have a 6'11" guy that can go put the ball in the basket. Let's do that sometimes.
2 surprise stats of the night for me. Rob Finney finishing with 7 points ahead of Jeremiah Davenport in the points category. That's not something I expect to see maybe ever again, but I thought that was a big surprise. And also, I thought Dan Skillings had a very quiet 7-rebound night.
He is so long, man.
I was just
he had a defensive rebound where it looked like go-go gadget arms, where he was just like.
And even if he's not getting the rebound, he's causing disruption along the baseline where guys are stepping out of bounds. He's creating a turnover at different points this season already. So he's definitely like a gnat. He's like a gnat, right?
Like, it's like a 6'7" gnat with a 7-foot wingspan.
Just gets to the ball and creates chaos, honestly. Yeah. And maybe it's because he's still so raw and doesn't even realize he's doing it. But whatever the reason, I'll take it because
he just goes. Like he's like a wind-up doll. You just wind him up, you put him out there, and he just runs around with his hair on fire.
The inflatable flailing arm man, like. But those are the surprise stats that I saw tonight.
Rough return home for Paul McMillan. Good to see him hit a 3. He had 3 assists. He played a decent floor game. But you wanted to see him have that little bit of success there at the end. I thought that was necessary for him. And honestly, he was -4 in 15 minutes, and most of the rest of the guys that played were -20 or more. So he didn't hurt them. Like that's always rough. I thought for sure, Aaron, I had that one circled. Paul's going to get 15 because that's just what happens. Like
when a guy comes home, yeah,
you come home, your family's there, you're excited. Just didn't have the shot dropping today. But good kid. I wish him well at NJIT.
Obviously, you're happy to see the team hold an opponent to, especially in the second half, 36% from the field, 42% for the game. I know Wes had mentioned in the presser that he wanted to get him under 40. They got damn close after starting the first half at 48%. Rebounds, though, they out-rebounded NJIT 40-22. And those are definitely things that you like to see. They got their assists up, which has been something that they haven't done of late. Assists were up to 12 tonight.
Well, still, Aaron,
that's
12
lacking.
assists on 32 made baskets. Woof.
It's lacking.
Still
But
too much isolation. The ball's still stopping too much for me at times.
And I wonder if that's maybe what Jeremiah Davenport's lacking. I know that I've notated him as being an excellent catch and shoot guy in the past, and I don't feel like he's necessarily as quick to catch and shoot anymore as he once was. I feel like he's trying to move with the ball before he's shooting.
Well, I don't think they're moving the ball very well to get that's where you're getting hurt, because the ball's not like, when you watch, it's not like Pepper. You know what I mean?
Not making the extra pass.
Boom, boom. They're not making like the second pass. Like,
yeah,
it's just stopping. It's getting to the wing. They're making the one pass, and then the guy on the wing is stopping it and, trying to make a play. More ball movement.
Yeah. Did you have any other surprise stats or any other takeaways, like big takeaways?
I did like, and obviously this is a team you're much bigger than.
Sure.
But 40-22 hiccups. Sorry. 40-22 on the glass. I thought was really good. Only 9 turnovers. That wasn't an NJIT team that really pressured you a whole lot. If they're going to keep running that press like they did in the first half, you got to get better. Like because the design of that 2-2-1 is supposed to be just to slow you down and make you start your offense at, 18, 16 seconds on the shot clock. And teams are just right now throwing right over that sucker and either getting wide open threes or.
I don't feel like it's causing any type of just havoc for the.
Well, it's not a havoc press. Like, it's not a trapping,
right,
attacking press. It's a press that's supposed to make you just uncomfortable enough that you're having to run offense in 15 seconds to get a shot. And that it's not accomplishing that goal. Now, outside of X on next Saturday, this is the time, because you got five bye games if you count tonight, and then the X game before you get into conference play. So maybe this is the time that you have to just continue repping it as much as you can. And I know that gets probably a little frustrating for people in the moment. So, yeah.
I also want to notate Wes in his presser tonight just had glowing things to say about his relationship with Luke Fickell and what that meant to him, and how he has all the faith in the world that John Cunningham is going to go out and make another great hire, but just that he had made a friend for life, as he considered it. And I thought that was really kind of cool to see the impact that Luke Fickell made on Wes Miller in just the short time that they were at the university together.
Yeah. I mean, look, Luke is very successful. I'm sure Wes was like, hey, a really successful coach here. Let's do what we can to pick his brain as much as humanly possible. Smart.
Anything you want to add on the coaching search today before we get out of here?
Today was today was a lot of Zoom calls from John Cunningham. I'm still, and because of the basketball game, it kind of throws everything off because, you get to the arena early. You're kind of doing your basketball thing. You're not nearly as active sitting around on the phone like you would be if you were at home. I had to go to iHeart today and record something for most of the afternoon. I did buy some stickers. You like my decals?
I don't.
I just
we'll work on placement.
Yeah, I just put them up like as I walked in. I got home. I was like, let's see how these look. I don't think they look great right now.
We'll work on placement.
Yeah, we'll work on. I got some more in the bag over there, so That's not all of it. It doesn't look good, but
the glare from your lighting didn't help anything. So that's where
the clear ones can't go over here on this wall.
The black one couldn't either. That one you still had a glare.
Yeah,
that's all right. We'll figure it out.
None of it's good. Whatever. We'll see you next time. That is the Nightcap. Brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya!